My team sent a bad email, and it was a promotional email. The marketing department got a little bit overzealous, and I gave them a hard time, and I got a lot of pushback. I got a very defensive response. And I told them, I said, look, if you're going to be doing shit like this, you got to send emails through me. And I got pushback, number one, because I was going to slow them down. And frankly, I didn't want to be a gate in the process. I didn't want to be another bottleneck in the organization. So I thought about it and came up with a different solution. And this is super cool. This is Mauricio Rauld. He's my securities lawyer. He has some awesome YouTube videos, 586 to be exact, and I took 2 of them, and I took the transcript from those 2 videos. And he talked for a while. He talked about, what his dog had for breakfast and all kinds of stuff. But I took those transcripts. In those talks, he talked about what is legit to do in email and in social media from a security standpoint, specifically as it relates to US SEC Regulation D506C, which is the particular regulation that we're dealing with. And I said, that is the rule book. I want to be compliant with what Mauricio says. He is our securities lawyer. Everyone in the team trusts him. So whatever Mauricio says goes. What do? I don't have to call Mauricio every time. Now, put up your hand if you use Google to host your email. A lot of people do. Now, I'm not talking the free version of Google. I'm talking Google Workspace, where you spend your 10 or 12 bucks a month. And in Google, in the upper right-hand corner, there's the little tic-tac-toe board, and you pull that down, and that's where you get access to YouTube and Calendar and everything else. And if you go to the very bottom, you see this thing with a funny logo called NotebookLM. That tool is powerful. I want you to explore it, NotebookLM. What I did is I took the transcript from those 2 YouTube videos, put them in a text file, uploaded them into NotebookLM, and then took another document that Mauricio wrote as well from a mastermind that we're part of with him, and I loaded that in, and I loaded up the offending email. And I said, tell me if the email complies with Mauricio's rules. And I didn't bother editing his rules. He talked about what his dog ate for breakfast, all this other stuff, and it spit out the answer and said, this is a highly non-compliant email. And then it wasn't just Victor saying it, it was Mauricio saying it. Not only that, I said, by the way, folks, you now have a tool where you can check any outgoing email yourself before you send it against Mauricio's rules. Because everyone in the organization has NotebookLM because they're all hosted by Google. So now I'm out of the loop, and we have a tool to verify an email before it goes out. Isn't that cool?